Clips, clips.
And remember, citizens, always subscribe. Hit the notification bell as well. And $19.95 plus shipping and handling will keep you out of hell. Oh, righty boot tubes. Can never get fully prepared. Anyway, being in Scotland, the news about the SNP, who I've never been a supporter of, is quite close to my heart. But it is something I've followed because, well, as I've said a lot of the time, to create the new, you need to destroy the old. And up here in Scotland, I've lived through that reality where a wrecking ball has went through the political status quo and created these new elements. The same's happening all over the world. You witness it in America with the rise of Trump, down in England with VAG and UKIP and that sort of a sentiment. But are we witnessing the death of the SNP? So let's have a wee look-see. Not at that one. At this one. So, thanks to Jers Vids, who put this out. Did he say that? No, he said it at the end. Hold on. So, talking about like it's only 4 out of 15 SNPs. No, aye. SNPs, Scottish Member of Parliament, mentioned the SNP on their Twitter. Is this a new thing? I don't know. If anybody has the digital skills to go and check that shit out, feel free and answers on a postcard. But anyway, let's have a wee look and see. So, Hamam Yusuf, or as they're calling him, Humza Useless. It's the best one I've heard. So, being the leader, you would think he would mention the SNP. He does. Now, this isn't talking about their tweets or anything. This is talking about how they describe themselves. Now, again, answers on a postcard, comments if you do know how to go and check whether this is a new thing or not. I don't know. I'm that old. So he mentions it. Peter Murrell, he mentions the SNP, as you can see. Neil Gray, he mentions the SNP. SNP, MSP. Fucking hell, man. Whew. Try saying that 10 times fast if you're dyslexic. Shirley-Anne Somerville. Well, she mentions the SNP in her tagline. Now, let's see the people who are distancing themselves from the sinking ship of the SNP. Now, do bear in mind, there is a ship awaiting there that is not sinking. I think it's called Alba. I think. Alex Salmond. Some would say it was really Alex Salmond that brought independence and the SNP into the forefront, or used independence, Braveheart and Mel Gibson, thank you Mel Gibson, as a battering ram to indoctrinate the youth of Scotland, which I witnessed, to vote SNP. I remember the indoctrination starting in and around the time Braveheart get launched. Now, before I make this statement, if you can't see that, if you don't understand that sign language, then no power to you. But one of the major financial contributors to that fucking film was the SNP, funnily enough. They were getting Mel Gibson fucking brown packages and all that, hookers and blow. No joke. No joke. Right, so here comes all the rats of the sinking. Here's all the rats that are jumping off a sinking ship. Shona Robinson, as you can see, no mention. Michael Matherson, no mention. Jenny Guilford, no mention. Marie McAllen, Marie Goodjohn, Angus Robertson. Now you can pause this, read it, go and check it out in your own time. Even me, Nicola Sturgeon, which I find very weird, because she's still a member of the SNP. She's just a backbencher now. She's been benched, as the Americans would say. John Swinney, he's distanced himself. Kate Forbes, who's got a very disproportionate amount of forehead to face, isn't she? I mean, like, her forehead is, like, not only is it fucking, like, so high that it's kind of floating, if you know what I mean, because there's no gravity up there, but it's the front is in a different time zone as well. If she was in school and kids were going to bully her, they would call her Heat. Oh, Heat! Ian Blackford, and they mentioned the SNP. Now again, is this new, or is this since the fraction has happened and they're going to make this? Alright, number 55. Ships sinking, do they have real windows on them though? Oh mate, it's so funny, innit? It's so funny. To see. And there's going to be so many people left leaderless and fucking gomless. Like, they'll just go to Alba. You know what I mean? That's what will happen. Alex Salmond is loving this shit. It wouldn't surprise me if all the information that's coming out is Alex Salmond and his pals. Do you know what I mean? I know everybody out there thinks the New World Order's all just sitting around in all big pals, robes, shagging little babies and stuff. But fucking, you better believe it's ruthless at the fucking top, motherfucker. These people are as liable to fucking kill you, more liable to kill the people in power than fucking little fucking bastards on the street. And that's the reality, I think. And I think people that don't realise that, who think the chemtrails are out to get them, the helicopters that are floating about are out watching them because they're watching fucking conspiracy videos on YouTube. That's how fucking crazy watching all this stuff can drive you. But yeah, bring on the death of the SNP. There is no one worth voting for. Vote us, not them. Declare yourself independent. Withdraw your authority. Like, see when you see Cartman saying obey my authority, you kick him in the balls and you go, I withdraw your authority. And I stay tuned and I'll update you as to, as I think the general election will happen next year, to be honest. Because what we're witnessing now, man, it's like, what is it? It's like a game of Big Brother. And instead of like the people that are in are doing well, it's like the people that are in are just the people that are willing to hang about. Everybody else just done all this is not. I am out. There's no way I'm putting on spandex and crawling around kidding on I'm a pussycat. Not in public anyway. But aye. So the SNP has got a sinking ship right now. You could say it's predictable, man, but they're as big a scumbags as any other party. And as I said, they're like, when stuff like this comes out, the information usually comes from within because who else has it? You know what I mean? And like little Nicola's, you know what I mean? See all this. Oh, I'm going to be controversial. See all this feminine shite and all that. Look at Sturgeon, look at Thatcher. Look at the men behind them. They're the man pulling the strings like that. Hey bitch, you go and fucking lead the country today and just do what I told you. I'm going to stay in with my slippers and dogs and smoke a cigar. They were the least fucking feminist women out there. That leader of the country is a woman. What? Whose job is she doing? Their husbands? I don't know. Just to go and do your due diligence and look at their husbands. And now little Nicola's husband is under suspicion of fiddling the books. Who told the police where to go and what to look for? That's all I'm saying. Death from within. And like, I'm going to go. Well, it's better out than in, and I think people need to hear this. It'll make people think about what's actually going on here, right? See, if you look at all the main shit that's going on now, the anti-trans, which the Scottish SNP, it's been the death of them. There was a vote about something today with the gay rights or something. This was a while ago, apparently. And Useless had to vote. Now, the SNP, being the party that the SNP is, they were gung-ho. Boo! So what he done is he made up an event that he had to go back to Pakistan for fucking death or something. I think he murdered one of his uncles or something, who knows. It's ruthless at the top. And he left the country, which meant he wasn't available for the vote, which meant he abstained. So he didn't say yay or nay. And that's because, as a Muslim, he can't vote that shit. Which makes what he's doing about this gay rights shit weird. But he did sort of hit the middle road and say, well, whether I agree with this or not, I'm doing this on principle. And the principle that Scotland should be able to fucking make up her own shit. But watch this space, this shit won't happen, or it will bring down the SNP. And I'll tell you why. Because the church still rules the motherfucking roost. And the church don't want this shit happening. They just can't tell people. And see, if you want some extreme shit to happen and no take the heat for it, you create Fall Guys. Just like the Jews in Israel. Anywho, folks, I wanted to put that out there. Thanks for Jair's vid for pointing that out, man. It was a good wee bit of... so is that the SNP? Is that some of the rats of the SNP jumping ship? Are they going to join Alba? That is the question. Have a good Friday and weekend, you all. Let me push a button. And I'm out.
Cips clips.
And remember, citizens, always subscribe. Hit the notification bell as well. And $19.95 plus shipping and handling will keep you out of hell.